So where are we at here now? If we're talking about, we've actually been talking about competition.
Yeah.
We're talking about combat. We're talking about America. We're talking about foreigners.
Spirit mindset, warrior mindset.
Sound like marriage.
Doing some calculus equations.
Competition and combat.
I love it.
Well, I know we had to have Don get that crayon and stuff like you said a little bit earlier.
That's it, man.
Some of that math
Woo.
right there.
So I could draw pictures.
Making pretty pictures for me.
Well, let's touch base again on the combat, the mindset, because let's face it, combat's not for everyone.
No, it's not.
There are those that can, and then there are those that no, they can't be involved.
Mm-hmm.
But you being involved like in the SEALs,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, being in a SEAL, have you seen some people that have actually gotten into SEAL category,
Mm-hmm.
but you know that they're not combat worthy?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they'd say combat worthy. There are some SEALs that just joined during events in life and segments in life where there wasn't an engagement going on and they didn't get their time in. I really did nothing in the SEAL teams until I got out and moved on to the agency when the war kicked off. There's guys that have been in the right time. Rob O'Neill, shit. I mean, he's been there. He's fucking one of the luckiest guys in the world. He's killed one of the most famous people in the world, and he's part of the Captain Phillips thing, which I did for real on TV. That was my only fucking shot. But yeah, there's a lot of guys that actually get in the teams and they get out because I don't know if they so much join to get into a battle, but it's like you train. You fucking want to apply it to something, So for me, there wasn't a whole lot going on. I got out, in what was it, March of 2004.
Yeah, but just to interrupt real quick though, you first looked at actually just to become. You're a part of the Navy, but now to become that Navy SEAL.
I wanted to be the best.
Yeah, that was your challenge first to yourself. So,
and I knew what I was signing up for. Right, two things are going to happen. Eventually, you're either going to have to take or you're going to be taken. Right, life. And that's the thing. As in, sometimes you
I still think that applies even to
great, right? It's me or you, and it's not just me and you when you're with your platoon. It's you and your brothers, right? My job in the SEAL teams and when I moved on the agency was if we took a tick, troops in contact, if shit happened, shit hit the fan, my job was to make sure that I did my part to make sure that not only my ass, but my brothers got home safe at all cost. And I mean at all fucking cost. And that's what we'll do, right? Because not only am I losing a brother, right? That person might be, what else is, if this person goes away, what are they losing? A daughter, a wife. You have to have that mindset, and that mentality and that drive that it's like, look, motherfucker, you've done it in the ring. It's you and me. It's you or me. Only one's going to come out. And I mean, like I tell people, the SEAL teams, Recon, SF, don't bet against this motherfucker because we've been outgunned and overmanned. The thing is, it's the will to succeed. I have a lot to live for. And it's, when you get in battle, is it scary? Fuck yeah, it's scary. I mean, people get nervous. You can't unpull that trigger once you pull it. You can't unpull a knife out of somebody. You can, but there's damage done. So you have to train hard to analyze, assess, and execute to the best of your ability. And execute, guys, like I said, is whatever that decision is, and you have to go with it. And you have to believe in your brothers. I mean. Latrell, all these guys that people think are heroes, they are heroes. They're my friends. And the one thing that keeps people going is I just think the will to survive, and family's a big one. All these guys that I know, they have families. And this is how I look at it. If I get into a fight in the street or, I'm over in Afghanistan or Iraq or Yemen and, I've been in a lot of these places, a lot of shit happens. I just think it's not only, the training that you have, but it's the will to who wants it more. Right? Like, I want to go home to my wife. I want to go home to my kids. And I want to make sure that my brothers go home as well. And I think the difference between people that are willing to go to that level is I will do anything.
Everything that you talked about though right now, even though we've been talking about
Mm-hmm.
combat,
Mm-hmm.
you've got all these great motivational programs that you're doing here back in the States, in the civilized areas. But these are just people that are trying to make a difference in their life. A lot of that same motivating factors are still there.
You're damn right, sir.
But that there is no life or death situation. But at the same token, how many people are truly living nowadays, and how many people are just existing?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. How many people, and that's why I do these courses and why I put so much passion in it, because most people go through life
existing
with fucking blinders on, right?
Yeah.
Just put a carrot in front of me. Let me do my job, right? And it's funny because people always ask me, what keeps you up at night, Ray? What keeps you up, right? That's the question I get. Is it money? Is it being short with your smart ass comments? Is it, what is it? And I'll tell you what it is. Being average. The fucking fear of being average in anything I do keeps me up at night. I don't want to be a guy that, and listen, some of the greatest men I know in the world, my grandfather got up, he served his country. He wasn't a special forces guy. He was a plumber. He busted his ass, and he's one of the greatest men I know. But he wasn't average to me. He was an amazing human being. He loved what he did. So my job, what keeps me up at night is this glass is never going to get fucking full. And people like us understand that. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, that little glass, I'm fine with it. No. And and I don't know if you're born into it. It comes with pain, because it's funny. Everybody says, oh, you inspire and you motivate. No, I don't. I resonate with people through pain. I have had every type of pain dealt to me that I can. Physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, and sexual pain. Don't want to get into that. It's happened. It's okay. So what do? I try to find out what triggers people from pain. What is your fear? What scares the fuck out of you? If I don't have the answer, I'll find someone who does. And what I do is I use fear as fuel. I mean, when you get into a fight, like go skydiving, I still get tingles in my stomach. I still get nervous. When I kiss my wife, sometimes you still get nervous. You want to try a new move on her. You get into a fight. If you're dude, the adrenaline pumping through you, right? If you're not scared, something's fucking wrong with you. But I tell men it's okay to be scared. But what sets us above the rest is I will do anything, within the good realms of being a man to do that. I will, I walk into a room, I want to be the guy that outworks the fucking worker bees. I want to be the guy that's like, holy shit. Like I got my job with Bedros Cooling. I showed up 2 fucking hours early for a job interview. He's like, we got lunch at 3. I'm like, nope, we can just go right over here. I got my 4 questions I need to ask you. And I just, man to man, looking right across I don't need a fancy dinner. I don't need none of this shit. And I wasn't the only SEAL that he was recruiting. And this is how my interview started with Bedros Cooling. Imagine you're hiring me you're going to train me. Ready? I'm not the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, and I'm not going to make you the most money. And he looked at me and goes, Ray, I don't know how many interviews you've been on, but this isn't fucking going well. But the one thing my dad taught me in life, the but. Nothing matters till the but of the question when it's in a positive manner. But no one will fucking outwork me. And as God is my witness, if you tell me to bring a shovel, I will bring a shovel, no questions asked, because I know you're a good man. And he went, you're fucking hired. That was my job interview with Bedros Cooling. And there's bigger, faster, stronger, younger. It doesn't matter. I will find a way. I will get it done. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know, but it will get done.
You had the theme. You said at the very beginning of the interview, more people need to be punched in the face.
Yep.
Okay. At that moment, there is either the fight or flight
yes, sir.
syndrome. And which one are they going to choose? And you're trying to steal more fight. That's what you want them to do. I mean, trust me, that's what I want them to do.
Yeah.
Competition.
Yeah.
You better have that. You better have that instilled into you. That the moment they hit you is like going, you want to hit me? I'm going to hit you this much harder.
Oh yeah.
That many more times. So yeah, no, I totally agree. It's you could apply this to competition. You could apply this to life. It's yes.
And I want to touch on one thing. This isn't part of it, but there's a word that gets thrown around a lot in the wrong context. It's the word hero. Hero, right?
Oh,
my idea of a hero is someone that does something. Because there's 2 types of people, selfish or selfless, right? So can a hero be a mom who has 3 kids, whose husband left him, who works 2 fucking jobs, who busts her ass and gives everything she has? Yeah, that's a hero to me.
That's a hero, you bet.
Right? People that are running to danger when people were running away, right? We see acts of it. Police officers, firefighters. I love them.
The greatest commercial is, again, sorry for interrupting.
No.
But the greatest commercial, the big dust cloud that is coming, and it shows all the civilians running out,
And
it shows military running in, and the whole caption is, "Which way would you be running?"
Yep, exactly.
That speaks volumes.
And that's what I think people need to, like I said, look in the mirror and because, and I love the, like when this whole damn pandemic hit off and, everybody's like, thank God the nurses and I love the nurses, but the nurses were getting like $12,000 a week. I was like, that's awesome. But what I was thinking about was the fucking trash man who's still working and the military people who aren't getting raises. They're still doing it. Or,
the mail's still being delivered.
That's right, man. I mean, I appreciate it, but heroes, there's a lot, we just use heroes in the wrong way. Social media people that like show up half naked or doing stupid shit aren't heroes to me. Heroes are people that do things and they want nothing in return. And I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of fucking heroes out there. And I just think, and that's why I love these podcasts, because I tell people, man, if you're a single mom or dad and you've got kids and you're busting your ass and you got a goal and a dream, dude, just you're a hero. Do it. Make it happen, and you don't have to be. My point is Navy SEALs aren't just heroes, It's like there are so many people out there that are doing heroic acts, and I just wish more people got credit for it. You know what I mean? Like every time I see a law enforcement officer, even when I get pulled over by a cop, right? Turn off the phone, I put my hands out to fucking do. He's like, "Oh, this isn't your first time, sir. I've got a weapon. It's in this condition." Even when I get a ticket, "Hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you." The guy's like, "What?" I'm like, "I appreciate it. Thank you for doing what you do."
Yeah.
Guys like you, I'm not going to get you out of this ticket.
Again.
Nope. You don't have to. You got your ear backwards.
Yeah, I lost it again.
Holy fuck. We got to get you a fucking. So that's my point, and I love what you're saying. But
might want to draw a little diagram here.
Holy shit.
There, Ray.
Ears this way now.
Which one?
As you got it. You got it now. Just go with it. So, yeah.
Which ear's on wrong?
So my point is I applaud all you people out there that I consider heroes. Thank you.
No, I mean, there's a lot of different, as you said, a lot of different types of heroes that could take place, but even then, just people that set your goals. I mean, okay, don't even look at the hero plateau level.
Yep.
If people are not happy with themselves, they're the only person that is going to make that difference. As we said before, look in that mirror.
Well, people swing for home runs all the time. That's great, but ball games are won with singles, bunts, doubles.
Exactly.
Consistency.
I'm a big advocate. You've seen me over the course of the last 2 days. You've always seen me with paper and pencil because I'm always making notes on this. I'm making notes on that, and that's what I think is really big is taking out that piece of paper and writing it down in black and white. I'll use my son again as an example here right now. He did not do well his sophomore year in wrestling and stuff like that. He thought, what does dad know? Kind of like what we were talking about before, the burning bush.
Yep.
Yeah. Where did they get their inspiration from? What does dad know?
Yep.
I mean, but I had to have other people come in to help to inspire him because I know that he's not going to listen to me, at least not at this point in time. So he has failure. I let him kind of mope for a little bit. I break him down. I sit him down. Okay, but son, what do you really want to achieve? And then he started telling me all the things that I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I go, but now I want you to pull out that paper and pencil.
Yeah.
I want you to write them down, and I want you to look at them long and hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I will leave you with this line because Dad's got to go off work this weekend, but I want to see this list stuff like that. But I want you to look at it long and hard, and I'll leave you with these parting words. Be careful for what you wish for. You just might get it. Are you willing to pay the price? And see, in my opinion, you can do almost anything you want to do, but are you willing to pay the price? That price is called sacrifice.
That's the thing, what do you want to achieve, but what are you willing to do to achieve?
Exactly.
Give up. A lot of it is, especially in today's society, how much time are you willing to take away from your friends?
Right.
The social outlets, going to working out. And like I said, for my son, it's kind of going, you have to get up these couple days a week with your father before you even go to school. And then when I'll be there at practice Monday through Thursday, because Dad's going to be gone by Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Monday through Thursday, I'll be at the practices. I even got clearance with the wrestling coach and stuff like that. Do you care if I come in here to be a meddling parent. You're going to find out I'm here because I'm a meddling parent, because I care about my son.
Yep.
But you're going to find out that I'm a very unselfish man. I will work with all the rest of your athletes who want help.
Yes.
There'll be a lot that they'll say, but actions speak louder than words.
Amen.
To be successful is a very lonely life.
It is. Oh, it is a very lonely life. And there's a lot of times that they don't want you to succeed, because if Don Frye succeeds and I don't, I might think of myself as a failure in the process.
You're a failure, yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, as Don started to succeed, I may have tried to grab him and say, hey, Don, I'm going to try to pull him back. And that's the tough part. There are sometimes you have to break free.
See, some of the most successful people I've met, like I'd be like, let's go back in time. You're at the top of your game. You got one of these, right? Yeah. I walk up to you respectfully, because I ain't going to just walk up to you and say, you know what, sir, I'm a huge fan of you. I've respected you for years, but you know what? I fucking want that. And then what would you say? Well, fucking come get it. Yeah. Right? It's not disrespect, right? No. I want to go one-on-one with you wrestling. Let's come get it, brother. And I think that's what a real champion, in life, like, hey, come get it. Like Bedros Keuilian told me that. Where do you want to be in 5 years? I want your job. He's like, well, come get it. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be somewhere else. Yeah. Come get it. Take it from me. Yeah. If you think you're man enough. I love it. And that's what, yeah.
We need more challenges. More people, but you want more. Not only just that challenge, help give them the tools how to get there.
Everybody wants shit for free these days, and nothing. It's handouts and nope. I don't make a lot of money, but everything I fucking made, I earned. I worked for it, blood, sweat, and tears. Right? That's things I promise people. Like if you come to my courses, you will give me blood, sweat, and tears. You will be wet, cold, tired, miserable, and hungry. People are like, where do I sign? People want it.
But you have earned it. When you get it, you've earned it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So people just don't get it anymore. They don't get it because they don't work hard enough to get it. And you've got to it's a lonely life. You've got to put everything aside. I mean, once you get there, then you have all these friends. When you're up here. Once you start going the way down,
they go away, don't they? Yeah.
Disappear.
Yeah. They're not really your friends. They're a fucking group. Yeah, I know.
They all want to slide on that shovel there real quick and be around there with all the accolades and all that.
They love you when you're top, and they'll talk shit about you when you're on the bottom. Yeah. Welcome.
Success is lonely, but failure is really lonely.
Yep. I hear you. I love it.
I mean, who wants to be around a loser? I mean, you want to be around successful people. You want to be around strong people.
Yep. I want to be around people that are better than me so I can be better. I mean, but most people, they want to be around people that are weaker than them so they can shine.
Yeah.
There's no growth in that.
No.
So, I mean, if I want to learn how to be a much better wrestler, I'm going to hang out with him, get my ass kicked by a 62-year-old man. Right. I have no problem with that.
Right.
I mean, that's okay. That's how old you are. I said it right this time.
No. That was...
That's a compliment.
Very
it didn't look like it.